Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, I've got the Ehrenberg Tarot out on the tarot table because we're going to ask about Harry writing a second book. And I like this tarot because it's more about your face and you versus other things. And it's really good for deep introspection. So let's ask the Ehrenberg Tarot. Is Harry going to write a second book? Is this just Meghan Markle fluff pieces that she's putting out? Is this, threats in the media to the royal family? Is this something significant? As we understand they had a contract for 4 books. So, is this just a threat about his security? What's going on here? And if he is going to write a second book, is it going to be about his mom? And about things that he heard and saw, even though he's already told us once that he doesn't remember much. And, the lies that swirl around these people are something else. Tell us about the threat about Harry writing a second book. Shall we begin? Oh, we got a double. Okay, so we'll be looking for the Knight of Swords. That's 8 of Wands, something. That is, and it's upright, 8 of Wands. Something's moving, something significant. This might be a credible threat. Knight of Cups in reverse, so promises rescinded. Interesting, we have hands here. We haven't seen his face yet. The Moon, veiled threats. Veiled threats. Also, is he just being a lunatic? I don't know why, I just heard, is the moon made of cheese? I wonder what that has to do with anything. Page of Swords. It might just be, the Page of Swords is, of course, my internet card. So it just might be like, it's on X or it's on Instagram or, it could be a threat. Also, Page of Swords is, the children. So would he write a book about the children or how they've ignored their children? It's veiled though. And it's a promise rescinded. There might be some legs to this with that 8 of Wands. King of Wands upright. King of Wands upright. Let's pull this in so you can see these better. Scooch. Okay, we got some people here. We definitely have some people here. With these message. King of Wands, you have to remember, can be William because he is a Sagittarius rising. But I don't think it is. I think this has to do with his security. Now, I think it has something to do, because this is somebody uniformed. This is a police officer. This is security. This is, yeah, I wonder if this has something to do with his security. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So that's a no. That's a definite no. I think this is a veiled threat regarding his security. This is the only thing that this has to do with. Wheel of Fortune upright. And it's on the moon. Throw my hat into the ring. And it's on the moon, Wheel of Fortune. So is it a veiled threat that he even has a contract to write a book, or that he, would write it to make money? But we've got it right next to the Ace of Pentacles. This is telling me no. This is going nowhere. This is telling me this is veiled threats on the internet. And it has something to do with his security, with traveling and his security. Queen of Swords. Look at all the people. Look at the court cards here. Queen of Swords upright. This is about contracts. This is definitely about a contract. That he may be implying that, you know, he's got a contract for 4 books and he still hasn't fulfilled them. But this is telling me no, it's this contract is no good. So in some respects, this is a credible threat because we all know he's got the contract, but it doesn't look like it at all. We got the Knight of Cups here in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I think that contract's been rescinded or a promise has been rescinded. And perhaps he's, you know, saying, well, if I write this book, I'll make a lot of money. And, you know, and I'm going to tell, you know, you better give me my security. Otherwise, I'm going to write another book. The Magician. The Magician and the Seven of Wands. He thinks he's taking the high ground here. He thinks he can actually pull this off. He somehow, like, he must be thinking about, he's manifesting this somehow, and he's the one who's taking the high road. And, you know, they better do what he says, what he wants. Otherwise, he's going to write a book. Queen of Cups. It'll be about Diana. It'll 100% be about Diana and Camilla. And this Magician here is telling me he's going to make up a lot of it, just the same as he made it. Well, he didn't write Spare. Megan wrote Spare. So this is all a big threat for his security. And perhaps it could also be a threat about Camilla's security. Maybe he's willing to make things up here with this Magician energy about Camilla. This is him, his mother and Camilla. And I think he's realized that Camilla is Charles' Achilles' heel. Also, Camilla's the gatekeeper here. I have read over and over again that there was a line drawn in the sand. It's me or Harry, and Charles chose Camilla. So I think Camilla put a big target on her back. And I'm thinking that it is definitely going to be something about his mother and Camilla. Knight of Swords. What did I tell you? I'm looking for the Knight of Swords. All right. I think that he would write a book. It's just right now he doesn't have a contract for it. Here's the contract, Wheel of Fortune, but we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So this is, actually a credible threat. It is a credible threat for the royals. The royals actually are crapping their pants. And the interesting thing, though, it's a veiled threat. He doesn't have a contract for it. Something's been rescinded. And he doesn't have a contract for it, or the book won't do very well. The book won't do very well. Four of Swords here. No, it won't do very well at all. Oh, it's a big burden. 10 of Wands. Look at all the wands happening here. 6 of Wands in reverse. And the Tower. Yeah, you know what? This would destroy... Oh, an Ace of Wands in reverse. Look at all the wands. Look at all the passion here. So, yeah, he wants to write his story about his mom and Camilla because he knows that's his dad's Achilles heel. If you notice, William didn't show up here. I mean, that could be William, but I don't think it is. I think this book would be a direct hit on Camilla. Absolutely direct hit on Camilla. And I think it would be, it's going to be a flop. He doesn't have a contract for it at all. He just thinks by now, we didn't get Megan here. Maybe it is him. Maybe it is him because we didn't get Megan here at all. I'm getting that he is using it as leverage, threatening for his security. If you don't give me the security, I'm going to write about Mom and Camilla and, you know, some of the things she said. And interesting here, this isn't aimed at Charles or William. This is definitely a direct hit on Camilla. Direct hit, 8 of Wands here. So 5, yeah, look at all the wands. More 5 of Wands. He might drag his brother into this. William and I remember this. William and I remember that. Nine of Wands in reverse. Look at all the wands. Knight of Wands. There she is. There she is. And Six of Cups in reverse. This is about his childhood. 100% Ten of Swords. But you know, the thing is if he writes this, he's going to be the one who looks like the idiot. This will be ruinsome for him. I think if he pushes this, he is going to lose titles. He's going to possibly be banned from the UK. I don't know if they can ban a citizen or not, or banned from royal properties or something here. This will absolutely ruin him. We've got the Tower card now, and we have the Ten of Swords. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. This is definitely about his childhood. We got the Knight of Wands here in reverse. This is definitely Megan pushing this idea. Nine of Wands, this is like, continue, let's beat up the royals. This is a for sure money maker for us. And I think in some respects you could almost see brothers eye to eye. It'll be a lot of he said, she said. Be a lot of he said, she said. But it'll be he said. And so William might even come out and say, no, it didn't really happen that way. And it's interesting that Harry wants to do this because he's stated he doesn't remember much about his mom. So how is he going to remember what his mom said about Camilla, or what Camilla did or didn't do, or how Camilla stole his dad, or some such thing? Barely remembers his mother. But this Ace of Wands here in reverse is telling me that it is, I'm almost getting a passion project of his. It's almost like this was the book he wanted to write. This is the book this is the book Megan wanted him to write about. Perhaps it is about his mother's death, and perhaps, and my dad had to get rid of my mom so he could marry Camilla, but this would be direct hit on Camilla. His dad didn't show up. His brother, for the most part, didn't show up. And of course, wouldn't be about anybody else. This book, though, if he does write it, if he keeps pushing this, he's going to be ruined. He's definitely going to. This will be the final straw. We didn't get the Emperor or the Hierophant here. This book will be all about Camilla. All about her. But he doesn't have anybody who would publish it right now. He doesn't have that contract. Something's been rescinded there about the contract. Absolutely. All right. So there you go. If he writes it, it's to his own detriment. It'll be the end. It'll be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Like, and I'm almost thinking, finally, write the damn thing already so we can be done with you. All right, YouTube's going to show you a video you possibly haven't seen. Why don't you click on that, and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. Take good care. Bye for now.